what's wrong with me. Seeing things you don't want to see. Seeing things that ain't good for me. Go down fast and say a prayer for me. Yeah. Got to get better in a little while.
Well, my name's Phil B. I'm the singer of the band Phil B's Freedom. And well, we play our own kind of music because mostly it's our own original songs, which well tend to be a little bit like blues, but with jazz and blues and soul and just what we love. Okay, Ari, it's your turn.
All right, I think we have our roots in the blues music, and we have some influences from soul. So I think one guy wrote in a review, a German review, that we play like contemporary blues music, and this is the best quote I ever heard.
Just like I say, you gotta take a stand. Don't hurt nobody, put nobody down. Give him a helping hand to get up off the ground. Yeah, got to get better in a little while. Got to get better in a little while.
I picked up blues from my older brother. You know, he was 8 years older than me. And so he came up with Jimi Hendrix and Muddy Waters and stuff like that. So I sort of picked up blues from the English guys, you know, Clapton and stuff. And then from there you go back to the Kings. And that makes it rather cool, because then it's a sort of a journey that you make in the music. And it never ends, really, because it's always interesting to find new stuff. From there you go a little bit to R&B, then you go to soul, you have Bobby Bland, stuff like that, you know. It's always interesting to go searching back in the music that you like, and who were the guys that influenced your heroes. In fact, I think there's only one story to tell. It's about emotion, and it's trying to make memories, trying to make people feel good and have a good time in the meantime yourself. I mean, and then the emotions that you have in your life, put that into writing, put that into original songs. And the coolest thing, in fact, ever is that you play an original song on a festival like this and people appreciate it. That's the coolest thing ever. I mean, you can't compare it with anything. It's like you make a painting and people stop and stare at it and say they get goosebumps, you know. And today was like, one of the songs we played was One Last Kiss, and people come up to me after the gig and say, well, you know, even cried, you know, or give them goosebumps. And so that's the coolest thing ever, apart from just being on a stage like this, you know.
To guide you through a cloudy day, when the light is shining bright, she'll look like you're on your way. When the candlelight home shines so far away, you gotta let your soul shine, just like my daddy used to say. He said, soul shine.
I'm growing up in a very different world than these guys did. I'm growing up in a world where social media is like meaning everything about, you know, it's more about the way you look today and the way what you're doing today than about the way the music is played and the feel and everything. But I'm not with that. I'm like, I play with a feeling. I play whatever I feel at that moment. So I'm not trying to recreate a sound that's already been done or whatever. I'm just doing my thing, and these guys are as well, and they're playing music with their hearts, and people feel that, and that's the most important thing when you're making music.
Make it feel all alone. Do sometime a cold wind right through my anger. breaking bones. And then I heard what Daddy said. He said, back in his office, before the dawn, our soul shine better than sunshine. It's better than moonshine.
Thing is, if everybody keeps trying to recreate the old 12-bar stuff and whatever, it never changes, because it's gonna be the same damn thing all over again. But if the people of my age start recreating a sound on like younger blues players like John Mayer or whatever, you get a new sound. And if the next generation is gonna try to make something new out of that, you get a new sound, and then that keeps going and going and going. So I'm gonna bring the blues into my songs and hope people will use my songs, think of it as sort of a blues thing, like, all right, I'm gonna try to create something new out of this, and then you get like a revolution. But everybody keeps playing the same B.B. King licks, yeah, you're never gonna get something new.
So we keep the blues alive.
Yeah.
In our way, in our contemporary way. There's a song that we play every gig. It's called "One Last Kiss," and I wrote it. I mean, I wrote it, but the guy could have written it. And it's my mom died a couple of years ago, and I wrote that song in that particular feeling. But it can relate to anybody who loves somebody and lost a friend or a parent or a sister or a brother. And then it's emotion. I mean, if music is not emotion, it's not worthwhile playing in it. If there's no emotion in doing any kind of art, then it's not worthwhile doing it.
What I feel when I'm doing that solo part in the song is like, I know there are a lot of people around me, but also in the audience, people who I probably don't know, is that they can link that song to somebody they've probably lost or whatever. And for me, the job is to keep them in their emotion at that moment. So if I don't play it with my emotion or with my feeling, then the people probably don't feel it as well. So I have to get in the song, try to feel what's it about, and then try to recreate that and to make people keep in that flow and keep feeling that feeling. That's what it's about. So definitely music is about it's emotion.
I think, may I add something to this maybe, is that music is one of the most direct form of emotion that you can have from any art. I mean, you can get emotion from a painting or from a movie or whatever, but music will hit you and you don't even know it. And that's what we are trying to have when we're playing.